Okay, so today we have Hüsker Do and Don't Want to Know If You Were Lonely. I thought it was Husker, but I do believe it's Hüsker. Anyway, these guys have been requested a few times now, and I thought, what an interesting band name. I have seen some people talk about how they kind of influence pop punk and they kind of influence alternative rock. So I said, well, goddamn, let's get into them. So let's see here, talk about the song after. There's a video. Could get blocked. We'll see what happens. But anyway, my first reaction, my first time ever listening to the band, so let's go. Goodness gracious. Frantic. My God, holy crap. I wasn't ready, coming into this. I'm a little bit tired, I'm a little bit sluggish, but holy shit, this brought me, brought me back to life. It brings you to life. It could bring anyone back to life. I mean, my God, you should play this at a cemetery. But anyway, Hüsker Do and Don't Want to Know If You Are Lonely. And I mean, the title says it all, and they say it quite a few times in the song, but the repetition works very well because I love the passion and I love the feeling. And I got, and I feel like I'm all, hyped up now. Anyway, so obviously, Grant Hart, and again, my first time ever listening to this band. I didn't know anything about them. I didn't know that he was on drums and he sang, and I always liked that. I don't know why, but of course, people who play bass and they play guitar, whatever, and they can sing at the same time. But I feel like drumming and singing at the same time would be more difficult. I'm not a drummer, but I mean, I don't know. It just seems like it'd be more difficult to keep up and stay on point with the drums, and also feel that or have that passion and feeling in your voice, and not miss a step. I don't know. That comes to mind. But obviously, I really enjoyed the video as well. I don't know if it was just, an actual music video for it, or if it was just someone put these clips together. Either way, I love in the video how Grant, you can see the spit coming out of coming out of his mouth at points, and he's just going he's nuts. I mean, on the track, he's fast. The whole band is fast, obviously. I mean, 5 seconds into the song, it's frantic. It's already, you can already tell it's going to be pretty fast, and it's going to be pretty frantic, like I said. And again, it's a thunderous track. You talk about the drumming here. You talk about the drum fills, his drum riffs, everything he's doing. I mean, he's just smashing everything. I mean, every snare and all that. And yeah, I don't know. So I love this energy. I love the band's energy altogether. They were very energetic. They were very hyped up here. They were very passionate again. And I say passionate, I really think about Grant's vocals, and I love his especially for the chorus when he would say, "I don't want to know if you're lonely," just how his voice would go up. He could go to a higher register a little bit. So, he didn't stay in the same key. He changed his voice up a bit, and it fluctuated, all that stuff. And again, I think I attribute that to just his real feelings here. And I do believe he also wrote the song. So I don't know if this is a real thing, if he's talking about an actual relationship that happened to him or what. But obviously, I would say we're talking about a relationship here that has gone sour. But it seems like, this guy, the narrator, still has some kind of feeling. He's happy that he wants to know if this person is okay, but at the same time, he's like, I don't want to, go beyond that. And so, yeah, I don't know. I just love the feeling here. I love how, again, I do believe this was their kind of breakout song. And this is, everything you would think you would want in a breakout song, as your first, first time for other people to listen to you, and just, where they hear what you actually sound like. Because, yeah, the band just sounded, on point here, and they just sounded so fast and just so crisp. And reading up on Grant there, of course, the first thing I see in his bio is it talks about how he was an American musician. So I didn't know he passed away, of course. I mean, again, this is my first time ever listening to the band. But I mean, again, like I said earlier, throughout the whole first part of this video, he was obviously an integral part to the song, a great, drummer and a great vocalist here. I mean, again, he had so much passion. He sounds so flustered. He sounds so, I would say, kind of confused. Again, flustered, confused. Again, because he seems like he wants to move on, but at the same time, he has hesitation. But it's just like, I get that it almost sounds like, because one part in the song, he talks about how, just leave me alone. But it's like, does he really want her to leave him alone? But maybe he does. But again, he seems apprehensive to, forget about her all entirely. But anyway, yeah, I just wanted to say he passed away on September 13th, 2017. And when this video gets released, so I think September 12th. So that's, the anniversary is coming up. That's kind of odd timing, but anyway, there you go. He passed away of complications from liver cancer and hepatitis C. So I didn't even know that, but obviously, from what I said earlier, he was very influential, and, pretty much started, again, alternative rock. You could say grunge as well. I did see some people say, just looking through the comments. So it's nice to see people still love him a lot. But anyway, yeah, I just love the feeling here. I love the passion. I love how frantic and energetic and fast everything is. It gives you that college rock kind of vibe, you would say. And again, I talked about the Replacements earlier because this is another band from Minnesota. So it does give me those vibes as well. Just very raw and very unapologetic and very, again, emotional in a way. And they're not afraid to be themselves. Again, Grant's not afraid here to talk about this love or this relationship or what he's feeling, and I just love that. He's letting his feelings out, and it's a perfect little song. I mean, my God. And again, I talked about Bob and I talked about Grant. I don't think I mentioned Greg Norton on bass guitar here, and it's kind of funny because I had a principal named Greg Norton, and I didn't really like him. But anyway, I'm going to go into these lyrics now, and again, I do want to say though, Greg, I would say in the video, I just liked how low he had his bass. Again, these guys seem like they were ahead of their time. Again, I think about Green Day, I think about pop punk, and you could just see the influence that these guys had on these guys to come. So anyway, that just comes to mind. So with the first verse, I'm curious to know, I like how he starts it off. I'm curious to know how you are. I keep my distance, but that distance is too far. It reassures me just to know that you're okay, but I don't want you to go on needing me this way. And I'm just going to go off the top of my head here, but again, I see, through comments and through these lyrics, it seems kind of straightforward. It seems kind of easy to understand in a way. What he's talking about here, because again, you're talking about love, you're talking about a relationship, you're talking about somebody you used to have big feelings for, and now you're obviously apprehensive, and it seems like the relationship is done, and you kind of want her to kick rocks, but at the same time, and I guess it's a her, you would say, but at the same time, you don't want her to go away forever, whatever, that kind of thing. Again, you still have some kind of care for this person. So anyway, Yeah, like I was saying, he keeps his distance, but that distance is too far, whatever. And it seems like he doesn't want to get too close because maybe he'll catch feelings again. Again, he's happy to know she's okay, but but I don't want you to go on needing me this way. So it's just like I want you to kind of forget about me, and I want you to kind of not need me all the time. But again, I'm glad it's reassuring to know that you are okay. And then the chorus, we go on, and I don't want to know if you are lonely. Don't want to know if you are less than lonely. Again, he kind of, jabs even more at it, or if you are even less than lonely. My goodness. Don't want to know if you are lonely. Don't want to know. Don't want to know. And again, my goodness gracious, he doesn't want to know more than that. What really honestly comes to mind is the song by the Offspring, Spare Me the Details, which I don't kind of talks about the same kind of thing about a relationship that goes sour. And I don't know, that just came to mind off the bat there. And again, another pop punk band, the Offspring, I would say they must have been influenced by Hüsker Du here. Anyway, but yeah, again, it seems like he doesn't want much to do with this person. But again, he doesn't want to know if she's lonely or not, because maybe that could be crushing to him, or make him think, again, maybe we should get back together. But also, it seems like he doesn't want her to forget about him. So yeah, there's some confusion going on here. And again, these guys are young. These guys are in their feelings, and so this, I don't know, this is just a perfect, like I said, college rock kind of song. Anyway, second verse: the day you left me feeling oh so bad. So again, we go back to, I guess, the breakup and how I guess maybe she broke up with him, and now he's saying, go F yourself, kind of a thing. Anyway, baby, I'm not sure about all the doubts we had from the beginning. We both knew it wouldn't last. So it seemed like this relationship might have been toxic. Again, it was due to not last anyway. So, my goodness. So, what can you do anyway? But at the same time, he still has these feelings for her, and he still wants to be reassured that she's okay. Decisions have been made. The die has been cast. And I don't want to know if you're lonely. I don't want to know if you're less than lonely. We continue on with that chorus. But again, it's just like, this is always destined to not work. But he still wants to know if she's okay, but at the same time, he doesn't want to know if she's lonely. He doesn't want to go beyond that. Again, he just wants to know a little bit. That's it. Spare me the details. And then we have the instrumental bridge there, which I think was around like the minute 40-second mark. I looked at the timestamp because I didn't want to say something about that, but I kind of forgot. But yeah, I like the little interlude there, or whatever. No, maybe not interlude. What was it called again? They put here. My goodness gracious, the instrumental bridge. Again, you just let the music breathe, and then here comes Grant again with the interlude. Don't want to know. Don't want to know. Don't want to know. I'm getting some Arctic Monkeys vibes there. With the third verse, the phone is ringing and the clock says 4 a.m. If it's your friends, well, I don't want to hear from them. Again, he does seem to be like, okay, I'm done, but at the same time, earlier he's talking about how he kind of wants to know a little bit, but now he's saying, I'm kind of done. Please leave your number and a message at the tone, or you can just go, on and leave me alone. So again, this seems like we get a little bit more personal here, talking about how the phone is ringing. And when he says, if it's your friends, I don't want to hear from them. Maybe his former, his ex here, her friends are calling him and maybe saying, maybe you guys should get back together, maybe, or just wants to talk about her either way. And he's saying, I don't want to do that at all. Just leave me alone. Just leave a message at the tone, and I probably won't even get back to you. Anyway, so again, there's a lot of feeling here, a lot of confusion, a lot of flustered, feelings. I mean, that's the big thing that comes to mind. And again, like I already said, he's young. He could be confused. He doesn't know what to do. But now it does seem like, especially with that last verse, he's kind of saying, okay, I don't want to know anything. I'm done. Anyway, the outro. But I don't want to know if you're lonely. Don't want to know if you're less than lonely. Don't want to know if you're lonely. Don't want to know. Don't want to know. And that's repeated on. And again, I just love, I don't know, how his delivery, I would say his realness. Again, there's a rawness, there's a realness, there's real emotion here. And it doesn't seem like he's just grabbing this out of his butt. It seems like he had to get this off his chest. It seems, like I said, just true. It seems like his real feelings, and I like that. You can sense the passion. You can sense his actual feelings, and that goes a long way when you listen to a song and you believe the guy singing it. So anyway, I really enjoyed it here. I really enjoyed the energy. I really enjoyed just everything about the band, and how fast it was, and how kind of it kept you on your toes. And again, I haven't gone through anything like this in a relationship. But I can imagine it's relatable for people who, again, have gone through breakups and have, felt this way. But, again, have felt that confusion and, not really knowing what to do. Should I try to get back with her or not or whatever the hell. But it seems like at the end of the day here, again, he likes to know that she's he's reassured to know that she's okay, but he doesn't care beyond that. He doesn't know if she's lonely or if she wants him back or whatever. But maybe there is a little part of his brain that likes to know that she does still care about him. So anyway, it's a great little ditty here. My goodness gracious, and I can't believe I haven't done a Hüsker Du reaction until now, but here we are. So anyway, thanks for requesting them. Hopefully this video came out fine. I had to take a couple pauses there, but anyway, when you get a burp, I don't want you guys to hear that. But anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for liking, subscribing, commenting, all this stuff. Really appreciate all the support. And I know it's 7 years now, but rest in peace to Grant Hart. Again, I love this work here. And I don't know, I just love that name, Grant Hart. Love that last name. But anyway, he had a lot of heart here. Goddamn. So anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you guys again soon.